And there's so much fun to have here in Greater West Bloomfield at this time of the year. That's also the case not only in our recreation community, but in our business community. Plenty of fun to be had going forward and opportunities to grow your network and to grow your business with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. September and onward, an exciting time for their team as well. And joining us to give us the details on some of the fun things coming up is Suzanne Levine, the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. We welcome you now to the program. Thanks, Suzanne.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm hoping we're not falling out of summer too soon.
Yeah, not too soon, but we want to make sure everyone's prepared for all the good stuff that's happening in the chamber coming up in the fall as we head toward that season. That includes the next edition of Cup of Connections, a really fun event that helps to get businesses out and about and communicating with one another. Tell us about this opportunity and when the next one is coming up.
Well, we're always excited to host our local businesses, to invite people to our Cup of Connections. It's sort of a play on word because they have a cup of coffee, and hopefully they'll be able to connect with some new partners that can help support their businesses. Our next one is September 13th, Friday, September the 13th, but for some people it is a good luck day, not necessarily a bad luck day. And it's at Resurgence Physical Therapy on Maple Road. And it's really a great, actually a medical business. It's a physical therapy where it's a one-on-one physical therapy. But what's great about these Cup of Connections is that they host different businesses in our community that people might not even know exist, even though they've been there for, 10, maybe 20 years. So we invite the community to attend. If they're a non-chamber member, we ask that they give $10. And usually we even send that money to a charity. But it's just a really great way to connect with new people and network, because we know that this will never replace all the advertising in the world. Getting people to know you and trust you, especially if it involves health and money, those are trust issues. So the more you can connect with new people, the better off you are as far as planting seeds to get that forest of connections you desire.
And it's interesting, too, because it's not just a coffee and networking event that's happening at a local coffee shop. And that's not a knock against any of our local coffee shops. They're great businesses that would be a great place for this to happen. But to get all these different businesses in various sectors to be able to host this, to get people in their doors and see what they're all about, whether it's business owners or just people out in the community looking to grow their network, I'd imagine, too, that has quite an impact on people getting to know their local businesses.
It really does. I remember one of my favorite ones was at Schuler's Bookstore, which is an amazing, we're so fortunate that they chose West Bloomfield. But I don't think people realize that there is a great need for people that, like me, that likes to actually hold a physical book. And we had a great turnout, and it was really surprising. There were people that haven't been there, and Schuler's has been there for at least over a year. And so we welcome all our community, and we actually have people from other communities that come to attend these events because they know that people in West Bloomfield, A, are probably a little bit more affluent, and B, that they will drive to a different area, and people drive here to do business in West Bloomfield.
More information on the Cup of Connections event happening on Friday, September 13th at Resurgence Physical Therapy can be found on westbloomfieldchamber.com. Again, free to attend for those who are chamber members, and you can become a member on their website, or $10 for non-members to attend. So it's open to everybody to get to know some of our local businesses in Greater West Bloomfield. And Suzanne, not only is your chamber doing a lot of this great work, we have others that have very similar members or crossover members of our chambers across the community, including our neighboring Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce. You're partnering with them again this year for another very special event that will get people not only outdoors and supporting our local businesses, but out and getting some activity too on the links.
Absolutely. September 23rd, we're doing our Chamber Cup Challenge, and it's really important that we win this year. So I'm inviting all golfers, hopefully really good ones, to come and join us. It's a great event. A lot of business is done on golf courses. Unfortunately, I don't golf, but I'll be driving around the golf cart, handing out snacks and water and encouraging our players. I love collaborating with other chambers. I think it's really important to expand your network. This is a great event, and and there's a lot of sponsorships still left. So I hope people will join us. They can go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, and learn more about it, about sponsorships, about playing golf. And it's just a really wonderful event to get out in the community and, see what's going on with other chamber members.
And I know that playing golf is, not an inexpensive activity too, to get out there and meet some people, some potential business partners. You got to get out there, play a round of golf, get dinner, get some drinks also with them. That can run you up a little bit, but $135 per golfer to participate in this event. You get 2 chambers worth of businesses, round of golf, drink tickets, lunch on the turn, games and prizes, a buffet, dinner, awards ceremony. There's so much that goes into this that you're getting out of that $135. And you're running out of time. Only a few more weeks left to register. Monday, September 9th is the deadline for that. Suzanne Levine is with us, the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. So much going on in our community to help our local business owners and professionals like you expand your network right here in your hometown. Perhaps the best opportunity for that and to get some really good insight from some titans in our community comes up actually in October. Once again, the Chamber's Leadership Luncheon is back at Wabi Country Club October 8th. 11 a.m. and again featuring Crain from Crain Communication, as well as Roop, Raj, and Suzanne. This is a great opportunity for people to pick the brains of some experts who have really seen the forefront of the growth of our business community in Metro Detroit, which of course affects us right here at home.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate that these 2 fabulous individuals with such an extensive background in not only news media, but also what's going on locally, regionally, and globally are back. They were phenomenal last year. And our audience asked, could they please return? I was hoping that they could perhaps do a synopsis after the election, but they said it would be probably too chaotic. So they're going to, give us their perspective of, what's going on, how they think the business community is going to react to either party's, victory. And they're just so great. I don't think people understand the true expanse of Crain Communications. It is a global network. So we're so fortunate to have them back. It's $55. I believe it's $55, or no, I think it's $65 for chamber members. I have to look at that, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
65 for members, 75 for non-members.
Unfortunately, because I like to do a lot of free events, but if something costs me, then unfortunately I have to cover, our costs as well. But it is such a great event. There's still sponsorships left. We have a lot of great, Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, again, is one of our sponsors. So we have Orchard Mall and others. And I do believe that Civic Center TV, once again, is going to be covering this great event. And we're hoping to have, greater coverage, locally and even nationally. So we're really excited about it. Go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, or they can call me at 248-626-3636 or email me at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com for more information. But this is such a great event to meet, local leaders in our community and network and perhaps do some business.
And it could not be, Suzanne, at a more important time for our business community, roughly a month out from the elections when that's going to happen. Certainly the talk in politics at that time and following that election is going to have a huge impact on our business community, but also their expertise, both Roop and Casey, in communications and modern day communications, which also really affect our businesses, because gone are the days where if you had advertising on TV and on radio, on print, on billboards, you were in the front lines. Today, anybody can be when it comes to communication. All they need is a cell phone, or all they need is their laptop with them and a little bit of expertise. So they're also going to have an opportunity to ask some questions of these individuals that have been able to master that, or see how people have mastered that too. And that can have a really big impact on growing businesses in Greater West Bloomfield.
Absolutely. There's so many options today for people to, connect. But I really do believe that nothing will ever replace the one-on-one connection. No matter how many flyers you send out, no matter how much social media you're on, when you get to actually be in front of someone and make a connection, I do believe that has more of a lasting impact. So I think it's just such a great event. I love being able to offer this to our community. We've had some really great speakers in our community. Tom Wilson, who used to be with Olympia Entertainment. We've had sports figures. We've had all different kinds of luminaries. So this is just a great way for average people to meet people that they might not be able to come into contact with and ask those important questions and perhaps, make some sort of lasting positive impression.
We'll have coverage of that and so much more from the Chamber coming up in the coming months. You can get involved in everything that they're doing across our community, joining as a member, joining in on these events. All of that information on westbloomfieldchamber.com and on Facebook at West Bloomfield CC. Suzanne, before we let you go, anything else we should be keeping up to date on from our local chamber?
We have just scheduled our great Not So White Elephant charity party. We choose a small local charity every year, and our fabulous partner, Prime 29, is offering, again, the beautiful Aurora Italian restaurant. That's December 3rd. There'll be more information. It is such a great event because all the money goes to a small local charity. People just bring a small wrapped gift worth at least $20. We raffle it off and we give all of it to the charity. So we will have a lot more great events coming up in 2025, which I can't even believe I'm saying 2025 at this point. So stay tuned to our chamber, and our young professional entrepreneur network is finally starting to get going again. So stay tuned for that. If you're 45 and under, these are great events. They're going to be educational as well as social. So please feel free to contact me. Look on our website and find out all the exciting things we're doing to connect our business to community.
Plenty more things going on to help your business here in Greater West Bloomfield. As we say in our business, stay tuned. Suzanne, thank you so much.
And thank you again for doing all that you do to keep our community informed.